What is up, mini trucker? So I just made a, I don't know, 10-minute video. I didn't realize my phone wasn't recording, so that's good. I have had a very interesting day, not just because of what's here, mainly because I took delivery on that 2022 Daihatsu Jumbo hard cargo. You snooze, you lose, by the way. And I picked this up. I took a detour. This came up on my available list and it wasn't available. Someone backed out of it and now it's available, and it's mine now. Well, what is also mine, I'll flip you around. What is also mine is a U62T heavy duty dump bed and mechanism and PTO pump with tank. Now, I can't use the PTO pump and tank on this. I'm going to go with electric, self-contained pump and tank. So if you're in the market for a U62 PTO with tank, let me know. I have one. But if not, whatever, I might use it later, who knows. If you have one of these already, if you have one of these trucks, I highly recommend buying that pump, at least that pump, but have the pump and tank together, I don't care, as a spare, because you really don't see these very often. Now these parts are very rare because we don't see very many of them. This isn't like a Daihatsu or a Suzuki where you commonly see dump trucks in. This dump truck is a pretty rare machine. I've had one of these out of like, I don't know, over 40, 50 trucks that I've had in the last 2 years. I've had one of these. And I am a Mitsubishi freak. I am always looking for Mitsubishi dumps. And the U62 heavy duties are very hard to come by. As you can see, it does have some surface on it. I have to clean it up, primer it, scuff it up again, and then shoot it with some bed liner. So I'm in a dilemma. I don't know if I'm going to bed line this whole truck. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that is going on here. And I don't know if I'm going to do the whole truck. I don't know. I think I might. There's some chips in the paint there. I don't know. I'll tell you what though, Blue put it down there in the comments and let me know what you think. If you want to see this truck fully done in bed liner, if so, what color? But moving on to the bed on this truck, it's for sale. The whole bed or the bed sides themselves. If your bed's really bad and beat up, this is a great little truck. There's no rust in the bed on top or underneath, I don't think. Oh heck no, it's clean as a whip under here. This truck has 60,000 kilometers on it, right at, what was that, 37,000? Super clean. I mean, straight. Every panel on here is straight that I know of. A couple scuffs here and there, you know, whatever. It's a 2004. Back of the cab isn't beat up, it's just scratched. The bed, I'm pretty sure I had a bed mat or something in here for the majority of the time, because look at the bed versus that side gate over there, and how the inside of the side gates look. So they have some kind of protectant in here at some point in time. This is not rust. This is from something sitting in here that was rusting. As you can see, I can clean that off with my finger, so it's not in bad shape. The inside of this truck is not beat up. The seats are good. It's a 5-speed high-low transfer case, or 4-wheel drive. I almost said all-wheel drive, like it's a freaking Honda or something. Why would I do that? AC, power steering. It's getting it doubled in, of course. Stereo speakers, tinted windows, getting all the JMT stuff done. 4-inch lift, and it's going to be a heavy-duty dump truck when it's all said and done. So I've got a couple things in the way until I get this truck in and start on it. I can get it in and service it, and you know, do small stuff to it. Maybe put the lift on it and just let it sit around a little bit until I get this bed ready to go. But that's how the day became interesting. I was a ways away from it, and I just happened to look. This was available, so I made a detour, picked it up after I dropped off that 22 Daihatsu, and I told you guys about this a couple videos ago. You could have a heavy-duty U62 dump mechanism bed or the PTO pump and a tank, but no, everybody's snoozing, so everybody losing. But for real though, if you want to make a deal on this bed before I put it on this truck, just shout out at me and we can make something happen. But just so you know, shipping is extremely expensive because this bed is not light and it is not small. So if you're in Ohio and you can drive to me, or surrounding states driving to me, that'd be best. But as far as me putting it on a pallet and shipping it out, you're gonna pay. I'm telling you, it's you're not paying me. You're paying freaking Old Dominion or Estes or somebody like that. So that's that. And if this truck, you guys are interested in a little truck like this, untouched, let me know. I can make a little deal on it, and we can go from there. But this truck's going to be a beast when it's done. It's getting a JMT 5.5-inch lift Super Max. I don't think I'm just going to do a 4-inch on it. I think I'm going to do a Super Max JMT on it, because why not? Because it's badass. So that's that. That's the day. Another interesting part of the day, which is not great. I got a coolant leak. That's great. Nope. So, I don't know. I am 80 miles from Louisville, and I'm about 3 hours north of Louisville, up there in Columbus, Ohio. And good news, the water pump or the hose, whichever one it is, I can't see where it's coming from. I just know it's coming from the front of the engine, hence probably water pump. That's great. So now I got another project other than that. What's at home? I gotta find time to pull out probably the radiator to see anything, to do anything on this thing. So that's great. Nope. But it's not leaking much. My coolant reservoir hasn't moved, so I'm thinking it's only leaking when I shut it off. Because I shut it off and I went into that there little rest 'em up shack. I come back out and it was leaking what you saw there, but now it's not dripping. Now it's not dripping. So I'm thinking when you shut it off, the residual pressure is just enough to make whatever it is leak. I don't know. If you're a Cummins guy, you've got a 6.7, you've experienced coolant leaks coming from the front of the engine, bloop it down there in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what I'm in for. I'm hoping it's just a hose, but it's only leaking when I shut it off, so I don't know. You would think if it's a water pump it'd leak all the time, but I don't know. Well, I hope that I make it 4.5, no, probably 4 hours from here with a coolant issue at bay in July. Well, it's 90 degrees outside. Yep. But anyway, I got that '04 Mitsubishi. It's got a heavy duty dump on it. And if you want it before I do it, let me know. If not, it's going to be a badass truck and someone's really going to enjoy it. Not me, because I got to sell it. All right, I'm gonna get these wheels rolling and hope that this sucker holds out for me for the next few hundred miles, or I'll be like old Derek from Vice Grip Garage hoofing it. We'll figure something out. I'll drive that sucker. Nah, probably not. The tires on it are really dry rotted. I'd probably make it all about 100 miles. And then I'd pop a tire, and then I'd make another 20 miles and pop another tire. And then I'd be out of spares when I got 50 spares at home for it. Great. Yep. Alright. Well, yet again, I guess I'll end the video again. I appreciate you guys being here. Checking in on us and enjoying my lovely, interesting day. It's been very hectic. My do-it-all-er best friend is working, not for me, doing his full-time gig. And I haven't been able to make videos today. I stopped at this Rust 'em Up shack here on I-64, and here we are. So I appreciate you guys being here. Keep the wheels rolling, keep the mini trucks trucking. We're going to get on this highway and go through the byway of Louisville here in a few, and park this turd. It's not a turd, but I'm going to park this thing and get it fixed. I got a half ton I can drive, so whatever. All right, guys, we'll see you later.